Ellie, tell us a little bit about Northwest Electrical.
Well, I am the co-owner of Northwest Electrical with myself and my good friend and business partner, Nick. And we work around the city, mostly doing remodel projects and a lot of just general old house service work. It's kind of become our specialty. This is an unusual project. I mean, there's not too many timber frame additions in the city of Philly. A bit of a learning experience for us. One of the goals of this project was to maintain, to use as little plastic as possible, which I think is a really cool goal. We can't do that with the wire, regardless of the wire type we use, unfortunately, but we are able to do that with the boxes. Standard new construction, you would almost always be using plastic nail-on boxes in a residential setting, but what we chose to use here is 4 square boxes, or 1900 boxes as you might hear them called in the trade. These brackets, called caddy brackets, to attach to the framing, so to account for the depth of the plaster finish, which this is not going to be a standard 1/2-inch drywall. We're also using these adjustable mud rings. So these slide in and out on both top and bottom, so you can make them perfectly flush to the surface. So kind of multiple parts to make this all work.
Let's head upstairs and see the work up there. All right, so we're in our new room. This is the addition, sort of the new construction part of the project. So below our feet is that lighting fixture that will hang above the island. Now up here was where you had to wire it. Maybe share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this is another interesting and fun challenge to figure out how to get wire to that kitchen light fixture. So there's no ceiling cavity below us like you might have in most houses to route the wire through. So we had to go through, the wire comes up through that wall to my right, and then we had to run along the top of one of these beams. And we talked about the strategy of how to do that. And Rocco was kind enough to route us out a path for the wire, which comes up through the 2x4 stud wall and then is recessed into this beam below my feet. And we also chiseled out to allow for metal plates to protect the wire so that no flooring nails can go through it. So kind of an unusual installation, but really the only way to safely do it in a timber framed structure like this.
Yeah, we're getting like into the artisanal carpentry here.
Boutique.
Carpentry and electrical meet. We did our best to plan ahead, have a good layout that we could share with Ellie and Nick, where the boxes would be, where the switches would be. And one kind of fun feature is we worked with Christian and Elegy Build to prep a nice little channel that runs along this main header beam to fit the LED strip lights that you can see here. And a big sort of challenge, I think, is how are we going to get power to that and work around some of these big timbers.
So yeah, this was similar to in the kitchen, getting the wire through for the light in the ceiling. Same challenge here, how to get through the big timbers. And there really is no answer besides just do it real slow. And same with here down in the corner, where you have to make wires get around this corner in a standard wood frame 2x4 style construction. There's not really that much to get around in a corner besides a stud or two, but here you have to drill in each corner and make the holes intersect with each other, which just takes a while. And like I said, these big timbers are, because of the moisture content and how hard they are, just getting through them takes a really long time. And same style boxes down here, up here that we used in the kitchen, 4 square boxes with the caddy brackets and adjustable mud rings. And the other kind of cool feature up here is the recessed TV box. Now there's a bunch of different ways of recessing outlets or low voltage wiring into walls. This is a really cool version. This was provided by you guys. I really like this one. I haven't installed this type myself before, but maybe I will in the future. Yeah, this allows you to have the power for the TV and any other low voltage you might want, but recessed so the TV can essentially be flat against the wall surface. And this one's cool, really heavy duty, all metal, cool product.
And our plan is to, plaster this wall and, again, kind of trying our best to future-proof and, utilize some of these, design aspects to make sense once this is, livable. It looks good on paper, but, the goal is to make it work in real life too. So I think we made so much progress. It looks great. What are our next steps?
The next steps, now that we've wrapped up the rough wiring portion of this, are going to be getting our inspection, which is going to happen sometime next week. And then we will kind of be wrapped up here until the finished wall surfaces are put on. And then we'll come back to do the trim out portion, putting in devices, lights, cover plates, that sort of thing.
Wow, that's going to be a magical day for me anyway. Well, I really appreciate your time and walking us through that, sharing your strategy and so on. How do people get in touch with you?
You can find us online. We have an Instagram under our business name, Northwest Electrical, or old school, you can just call us.
And you can find that contact information in the description below.
Nailed it.
It could have been better. Yeah!